let's see if I scroll down a little bit. My Kings of Diamonds and Hearts actually count as spell slots now. So the only face cards aside from aces that don't count for spell slots are only the King of Clubs and Spades.
Alright, we should be ready. Let's see.
Okay, I'm just gonna take Crossbow Expert down for my feet.
Alright, so we are live now. People can hear us.
Hey.
And who died?
Immediately.
Brock died immediately. Okay.
Apologies, I should laugh. It's a little funny.
Hey, Sound, quick question.
Uh-huh.
So I know with the armor I'm able to fly 30 feet. If I take the mobile feat, will I be able to fly 40 feet then?
Let me see what mobile says real quick.
Just
fly with
I'm checking if it affects flying. Or if it's... It says
It
your
just says
speed increases
speed.
by 10.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming it just means movement speed in any way. So, I would say that's fine. Just because of the fact that it doesn't specify.
Alrighty.
Plus, it's only 10 feet. It gets you a lot.
Now,
But...
now to look through feet.
Oh yeah, who wanted the metal moth coating? Or
Wasn't
is
it
that-
Lawrence? Wanted your old armor.
Yep, that's right. Lawrence is getting the old armor.
By the way, hello people. We are still waiting for everyone to finish up their sheets, even though they had an entire week.
Exactly.
Listen, it's mostly the experience because I already had an idea of everything else.
Y'all
Look at
motherfuckers
these
had a
people.
week!
I forgot I
Look
had
at
stuff to do.
these people. Can't believe them.
After all, I finally got my name on the lease.
Trust.
Getting my name on the lease. Yay. I forget, is Lucky as a feat band?
I don't ban it, but I do want a legitimate reason why you would take it.
I'm a gambler.
Yeah, no shit, just take it.
Wow, okay.
I want a reason.
You want Lucky, not Dragon Wings, Dragon Breath, Dragon Intimidation.
I mean, I could look at my racial feats that could go with my race.
Dragon knees nuts across the room.
Give me 1 second. I need to, like, actually pull it up. Where is it?
Any good facial
Don't tell me I
face?
accidentally deleted it because I... God damn it. 1 second.
Alright, but yeah. I have no idea if an ad is playing or not on my channel right now.
I'm here. I am sorry.
You're good. But, here's the thing. I added a few new things.
Ooh.
If anyone sees the channel points redeems, you can see I added two new things. So one
Ominous.
Sounds like drugs.
One of which is I will say a line of your choice within reason and appropriateness with a voice of my choice. And the
Define
other one
appropriateness.
is advertisement break. Essentially, if you guys want me to, I can just push the ad button and we all take like a 3-minute breather.
Okay, I need to check how much it is now.
You have to pay for breaks.
Yes, I shall work you all to the bone.
Yeah, I'll take...
Ah, man, that's a
Hell
lot. That's way
That's over
too...
in the
No,
4-hour
make it
session,
cheaper.
boys.
It's 600. You guys
Make
get
it
like 100
cheaper.
casually.
Make it
Make
2,000
it
for a
cheaper.
Wait, how much did we get?
Become Jeff Bezos.
What did we...
I mean, I
Motherfucker.
don't know why you guys are complaining. I'm only at 3.6k channel points.
You see?
I've been blowing all mine. I'm back at 1,000.
There's channel points?
There's been
Yeah,
channels.
there's no point.
Oh, I have 5.3k.
It's on the stream.
Ah.
I have 5.3k. That's funny.
Yeah,
For sure,
because
I'm at 3 now.
some of you guys are my biggest supporters.
Me when I see that 150 key going across the screen.
Look, I have my spells. I have everything.
Just let me know if anyone's ready, because I want you guys to make sure you're all set. Otherwise, I'm gonna hear, "Wait, no, I'm only level 6, and I'm gonna strangle you later."
Well,
Well then. But are the binding vows okay? Just
Again,
to be clear.
Again, I told you, I've only read half because my
yeah.
eyes started bugging out. Because, dude, that is a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of costs that get back drawn on me. I'm not gonna go just try to get like some free crap too. Alright.
Yeah, I know. It's just holy hell, my eyes.
I'm
It's
going
like that.
in.
I know you're going in, and I respect the hustle. I'm just getting slight PTSD. Not from you, but from another... Okay, so since we're waiting for people to finish up, I'll give a quick story time. There's one player I rejected in particular because of the fact that they wanted to do certain things with my game. However, I told them, I haven't even started the preparations, but if you're interested, just sit down with me for an interview. And they did not want to do an interview for the longest time. However, they said, "Oh, I have my backstory ready and my character sheet ready." And I'm like, dude, I haven't even, Hi, Rosie. We missed you.
Hi.
I was sad without you.
Hello, French.
So, what happened was, essentially, they sent me the story. Yes, we missed you, because you're one of our favorite...
Of course.
Patron of
You're one of our
cookies.
favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I feel loved. Well, I'm glad you feel...
patron.
Well, we're glad you are cared for. We care about all our chatters here. Mostly because we just do D&D, and I don't see a reason why we have to shit on other people.
Wait, I'm not allowed to do that? Uh-oh.
Lawrence, you shit on yourself. Anyways,
Yeah.
let me continue the story. But yeah, so I'm like, look, I'll take a look at this, but we're still doing an interview. No response. I decided to take a look at it, and the thing I get is like this tiny ass Word document. Not like, oh, they didn't write anything, but like a few lines of few lines. No, there is an entire page, but the words were shrunk down to its minimum. Like the letters were...
no!
So I had to basically flashbang myself because they also turned it into blood red fucking colors. And I had to like resize the entire page, and it was 5 fucking pages long.
What
That is
the
a
fuck?
literal. That is a literal red flag.
Honestly, I find it more impressive that they actually wrote so much. Was it interesting?
No! It was the cringiest damn thing I ever read. And I had to get a fucking audio bot to help me listen to the other half. Because my eyes were burning because I tried to change it into black so it was more manageable, but I didn't figure out how the brightness setting worked on it.
Man did a self-cipher. That's crazy.
And it was bad. Basically, I haven't even looked at the sheet yet, by the way. I haven't even taken a look at the character sheet yet. So I decided to basically read it, and oh my god, it is the cringiest fucking thing ever to be read. Basically, they're from a town that basically got killed by a whole bunch of demons, but this one demon lady basically found intrigue in them. They did a whooply, and then next thing you know, he basically became a warlock. You think that'd be the end of it? That was the summary for the first paragraph!
Chapter 2.
Chapter
2.
It can...
Chapter
Does
2.
it take really long to write a book? I wonder? Like I have nothing against long backstories, but like that, I feel like that right there should have already been the backstory.
let's let this man explain, because I feel like this is gonna get a lot worse.
It gets a
Yeah.
lot worse because apparently it explains, oh yeah, I secretly fucked the daughter of hell, and then it continues on that he took my soul, and because he took my soul, now I have to basically work under him and his daughter, but apparently the daughter got pregnant, so now he has to basically do a whole bunch of
Wow.
shit, and because of that, he also ended up going back to hell, fucked a whole bunch of other demons to the point where he has a harem, his words, not mine, and I basically I was still reading it, and my eyes were like bleeding at this damn point. And so, when I had the other half read to me, it was like, oh my sweet mother of Jesus, I think the bot is fucking crying because it's reading it now.
He's an isekai protagonist that they had to pay child support at that point.
Gosh, good gosh,
I can't
that's
even-
so...
I can't even insult Isekai protagonist. That just sounds like a fucking ew.
And it's
That
even
sounds-
worse because as soon as I finished hearing this disaster, I decided to look at the character sheet.
Man saw Bard memes and was like, I won't be that.
Let me
Level
guess.
20 Warlock. 20 in every single stat. Had every single spell known to man. Had several feats which was impossible to get for him. And nothing negative. He rolled max on all his HP. And he had fucking +3 magic items and everything. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, I don't need to do an interview anymore. Wait, so I'm in? No, you're in the penalty box!
Mhm.
You're
Sorry, I kind of wish that the guy
Ah.
said, oh, the reason he's so strong is because I was grinding. Sorry.
Yeah, you were grinding on
It-
something,
it
but not the
was
right fucking things!
They were grinding
Grind on
off
books,
camera,
not on
that's
fucking
why.
people! You piece of fucking weird shit! Ah! Anyways,
The
so...
worst part is, he could have probably made it interesting, but he just wanted to marry Sue.
My eyes hurt so badly from
While
that
in a
day,
harem at the
too.
same time.
Like, holy shit, my eyes really were bugging. So, just for reference, for people who don't know, I have a slight different form of dyslexia, which I'm able to read in slight bursts, but for whiles, my eyes need to, like, recover, essentially.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, because otherwise, everything starts to meld with each other, and I start to have chronic migraines and headaches for the longest while, so I tend not to go ham when it comes to reading, unless the words are, like, separate lines, big fucking bold-ass letters, there's short sentences, stuff like that, otherwise you're gonna hear Grumpy Night, essentially.
Alright, so what you're telling me is not to write 8 pages of a backstory for you.
And
I
what you
will
tell
have a
us is to-
seizure after page 2.
and not have it in red text.
Bright red
All right.
text, oh god.
I'll make
Wait,
sure
Blood-
to have
wait,
it
he
on
chose
white.
Bright Red? Wow,
Yeah.
he really hated you. Man, you Blood Red or nothing, man.
Oh yeah, and just to note, this man's name for the game was going to be Dagger.
Ah,
Oh my.
so Ed.
Wait.
Cutting
can't-
with edge.
You can't even script that. Oh,
You
good
can't!
God.
Like,
Service clip that.
ugh. Like, here's the thing: there's some names that can genuinely work. That no.
It's bad that actually isn't even a horrible name in my opinion. It's like the cherry in
Name them
this
Gleb
situation.
or something.
I
Something
need.
basic.
Oh my fucking
I need to
god!
ask.
It was
I need to
like
ask.
they
I
were-
need to ask.
Sorry.
Did you
You gotta
saw his-
realize his first name was Cloak, and then it was Dagger.
Okay,
I
Bill,
hope
I'll,
not.
I'll punch you later. But
no.
Knight, I need to ask.
hope not.
I need to. Did you saw this man's face IRL?
No, this was when I was trying to run online games, essentially.
If you did, I would imagine he'd had the thickest neck beard.
I thought you were gonna say the thickest
Overweight.
neck.
Or the
No.
longest ponytail. It's one or the other. Oh
Uh,
god,
actually,
both.
no, it could be both. It could be both.
Yeah.
True. It could be both.
For reference, so isn't a dig at people who wear ponytails, but let's be real here.
No, it could be all three. They could have the biggest neck, the biggest beard, and the longest ponytail.
Lawrence,
I don't know.
Lawrence, do you know what a neck beard, like just a regular neck beard, is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if he has a full beard. He probably has like a 3-inch, just a 3-inch locks on his windpipe.
They don't even have a chin anymore. It's just face, neck.
They don't have a neck anymore. It's just a flotation device.
Damn.
Probably,
Damn, you gotta
has,
do him dirty.
probably has like the smallest anime shirt possible on like a 350-pound body.
Please, no.
Okay.
I actually hate it when stuff like. Ugh,
Oh
no.
god. Okay, listen. Before we start, I need to say this. I never shame anyone for their body appearance, none of the sorts. However, if you have to start taking an elevator everywhere you go and need to be pushed around in a wheelchair because your body looks like it needs to go back to the ocean, that's not healthy!
To be
Please-
fair,
please
a
take
good
care
chunk
of
the time it's
yourself.
genetic.
I have to bleach my eyes, ears, and brain. It's okay, Rosie. I'm so sorry.
It's
It's a
okay.
bad
Oh, I
It's
get
our
the
person.
session.
If the person had written the backstory to be more like his character traveled around instead of just leading with his dick, I think his backstory could have been a little more interesting. Cringy backstories.
Yeah. Also, this was promised a while ago, but Rosie, hopefully this goes through.
Oh.
This was promised from day one. I just forgot to do it until now.
Oh, we got the Heart and Plushie release.
Yes!
Oh no, I promised fucking Rosie that I would get her at least a month of fucking at least a month of the tier. Cause she's been one of our biggest supporters. I wouldn't want her to go through ad hell essentially.
Yay.
No,
What you
Speaking
want
of
is
ads,
Congratulations.
Hey, the bigger donation.
Wait, what? Yes, yeah, let's go.
Rosie, you'll go into financial debt. I don't want to see you in a box asking for cookies, please.
I don't
It's
think you have
okay,
to
it's
do
okay.
it
Even if it got
anyways.
miraculous, they'll be fine.
I'll rob it. You know, what's even the worst part? I'm not even against the idea of fucking someone potentially doing a robbing spree. Especially with the
I
economy
don't think you
nowadays.
just say that out loud, I'll be honest.
I want to fucking rob the entire fucking moon!
I don't know.
Wait, wait.
The last robbery that
Rosie,
I was
if
in,
you're gonna be
we did
robbing
with a
cookies-
casino, and that did not go well. Well, it went
Wait,
well for us.
Rosie, if you're robbing some cookies, tell me a month in advance. I'll be over there. I'll be over there real quick.
On an ad, sorry. But yeah, we are. Today, all the bakeries had a hit on me. Fair.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
But let's fucking get the shit started.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, an ad is playing. Great.
Ad break. Let's
Nailed
spend those
it.
channel points.
Oh,
Wait, that breaks it.
yeah, I'm dying.
Oh
Hi,
no, don't die.
Oh,
We'll miss
yeah.
you.
Ritz,
Uh,
my favorite. Actually, don't
Thank
who
you.
the fuck eats Ritz?
I
I
actually.
mean, they are pretty good.
Ritz are not a bad cracker, truthfully.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna
picky
tell
when I
you
talk
my
about
Ritz stories, okay?
But let's get started. So where the fuck we last left off? Let's see.
Everyone was getting drunk, I think.
Yeah, everyone was getting
No.
traumatized, and then they basically had to leave because insects were climbing on top of each other just to get a fucking crown.
And then when we
Of
got
which
back,
we have to go back and grab the body still.
And to which you guys ended up basically going back to the Hunter's Hub so that way you can avoid this nonsense. The insects playing Fall Guys.
God damn it.
It's so
Wait, does
tempting.
that mean if there's a rip? Wait, considering the information we learned about who can claim the crowns, could I claim? Is there a reptile right?
No,
very
I
nice.
think it
Yeah.
was said before that it couldn't happen.
Also, that
Oh,
was also.
You have to match the race and everything.
Oh no,
and it
that
could
was
even
also
then
explained
still-
as well
Yeah.
for races that for humanoid races that have some relation to it, while they're not able to claim it, they are able to, like, touch it. But not a lot of people can explain what they felt, essentially. Not only that, but it's very high in the sky. You have to basically be a bird to be able to fly up there without other insects trying to bother you.
Oh, I wouldn't. Yeah. I also have the thought process of just like, my brain. I thought polymorph for a split second. I could, but I also think it would probably dispel the magic.
It's just not gonna work. Period for us. I think that's pretty much.
I know. I figure, but it's a fun thought.
It's a fun idea, but like, you gotta have to stop for a second. Like,
Plus,
it's not gonna happen.
Even if we were able to get the crowns, most likely it would come with a caveat of you're now restricted to this realm. So.
Probably. Guess he nice to do something like that.
Anyway, continue forward.
Oh yeah, because you guys are in the Hunter's Hub, basically. A lot of you are getting drunk, from what I remember. Who's getting drunk again?
Everyone.
All of us.
Yeah,
Nope.
I have to tell him.
I'm
Yeah.
running towards the book.
I have to tell him Gregory. Rock's just gonna order just a full barrel.
Alright, because you all talked at once. Alatrio, what are you doing?
I am not getting drunk. I am with them, but I'm not drinking or anything. I'm just grabbing your head snack while the other two are discussing stuff of what to do.
Alright, and Brock, I heard you buying a barrel of alcohol after fucking talking to Grigori, letting him know he's all set to go get the fucking thing.
Yep.
Zephyra, what were you doing?
I'm going towards the book.
It hasn't been a week
Oh
yet,
my.
so it can't accept your blood yet.
Damn,
Damn.
y'all.
Yeah,
I'm
Damn.
gonna go
It's
talk
his
to
stuff,
Matilda.
You're a masochist.
it's been 3
Stop.
fucking days!
Stop
I
it,
need to
Zephyr,
cut.
stop it.
I forgot.
What the fuck?
do again?
So basically, if you go to the book and give it your blood, it'll give you a lot more information, but you are unable to basically do that again for a week.
Oh, nobody touched the book. I have a plan.
Well, we
Mm.
can't
Nothing
even if
until
you
then.
want to.
Anyways, Lawrence,
Drinking until I get drunk.
okay, Coquette,
She probably will be with everyone, but she's too lost in her thoughts to really drink.
okay, Acela,
I'll be honest, as fun as drinking would be, he probably just kind of fucked off to be alone.
okay, so 2 loners, 2 non-drinkers, and then Brock is basically ordering another barrel for Lawrence. Understood.
Evenly divided.
Let's go.
They're both basically doing the fucking thing where as soon as they pop up to Helios, they both crack one end of the fucking barrels and start chugging it. Okay,
I might
so
coin real quick.
I got this. So let's start with the 2 drunkards over there, while these 2 are just basically watching. As Alatreo and Coquette, as you 2 are kind of like trying to think on certain things, you just see these 2 basically saying alcohol to Helios, and he sees the sign. He immediately is going, grabs one of his precious barrels of ale, and places it next to these 2. And before he can even get the tap, these 2 are already cracking into it on each side, just basically chugging it down. Well, at least I don't have to worry about the tap. Though I should worry about cleaning the table afterwards.
We can cover it later.
It's okay. At least you guys made it back safe. Though, I should at least get you something to eat if you're gonna watch your friends basically make themselves as placid as humanly possible. Did you say food? I forgot, you have 3 sentient heads and that one really likes food. I got you.
Yes, thank you.
He pulls up with basically the equivalent of fried cheese curds covered in gravy.
Oh, if I hadn't eaten that, would be so good right now.
Oh,
Knight's Head would be the most excited. Metalhead looks a little disgusted.
Middlehead is
Righthead
just questioning what the
indifferent.
Middlehead is questioning what the fuck is this?
It looks delicious. Hope you enjoy. Rio.
Thank
Lawrence,
you,
you want
DK, for putting in 1,000 fucking points for me to play a
Well-
game where you guys can torture me in.
Well,
Yeah, for those who
Oh.
haven't seen, I have a community challenge where if we raise over 5,000 points in community points, I am forced to play a game that you guys will basically have full control of what I have to deal with.
Oh.
So, like, that's gonna be fun, but okay.
Yeah, and I mean like full control. It can be either to the point where it's like, what problems or gifts do I get to? Okay, so I guess I have to have continuous jump while having a bow and arrow while basically having to be blind half the damn time. I can work with this.
That's just Huntsman Snipers from TF2.
Crikey. Anyways.
Yeah, but Brock is just like kind of like panting, wiping his muzzle, and he just offers the barrel to Lawrence. Want a hit?
I got you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was saying
Y'all's
not to
liver's
drink
gonna
too-
be able to handle that shit.
I would say not to drink too much, but I don't think you're gonna listen anyways.
What'd you say?
It doesn't help that my alcohol is personally made. Right now they're drinking a personal basil mix right now. Not very easy to put in basil and alcohol. I figured it out though.
No matter how much I drink, the pain is still there.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry. You can just drink. He's just, like, patting him on the back while he's drinking.
But giant lion comforting giant bear. This is the best world.
So fluffy.
So many fluffs in the same place.
It's too much for my little heart.
Yeah. And then meanwhile... Tokyo... I'm dead.
Rosie's dead. She's dead.
Well done. You overflow him with cuteness and kill her in the process. Good job.
So, while this is going on, let's start with Zephyra. I know, Zephyra, you wanted to do something in particular. What was it? I forget.
so this kind of goes into the other thing, but I'm just gonna go confer with Matilda real quick about something that I have planned.
Right. Hate boner. Understood. So, let me go ahead and pull out Matilda's picture.
Oh, good lord.
I'm
So,
joking.
I'm
I'm joking.
It's
Ish.
more the fact that you say hate boner, but whatever.
Yeah. It totally wasn't
Yeah.
your fault. Totally wasn't.
I don't care. I hate it regardless.
You see what I mean?
Never. You sound like you never get the babes.
I don't care. She's useless anyway.
Oh, let's see how Zephyr dies today.
Yeah. Too bad that I'm not there for the gossip. Oh well.
Don't
It's
worry.
fine. I'm
You'll
hoping
see it.
Liliana is here too. But she's actually gonna be Sophia.
Literally makes your spells. Calls her useless. Adds one other person in there.
I got the arm upgrade and everything else from Grigori. She hasn't done anything for me except the mom. To be fair.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean,
good lord.
Wow.
Well, let's see how he dies, gentlemen. Let's see how he dies.
So you basically pulled up and you see something interesting. Zephyra, that's you. You're
Liliana? Oh, and Matilda.
Liliana is basically in the middle of basically cleaning stuff up and says hi to you. Matilda is floating with her pillow again. My
Just that bell.
My apologies. I forget how much she sleeps in.
It's perfectly fine. I'm dealt with her doing this before.
Hold on, I'll get her down. You then
Okay.
see like a small rope with like a brick attached to it as she like huffs it over Matilda, and as soon as the brick falls down, she starts floating down with the brick.
hmm
It's like anchoring her essentially as she like comes down, and you see her like shake her up a bit, like Matilda, you have a guest. Before she wakes up, it's like, huh, who? Looks at you,
Me.
and she's like, can't you tell him we're closed right in front of your face?
You know, she could have just used a stick and just treated you like a pinata too, but I guess she's a better person than me.
Again, you see why I say you could have told him we're closed? He's
It's
always
nice
so...
to see you too.
Matilda, you have a job as a craftsman. Now, I'm gonna put you down. Go ahead and help him out. Fine. As she, like, gets down reluctantly on the fucking thing, and you see Liliana take her pillow away before she's like, okay, so how are you going to insult me today?
Actually, I need you for something only you could do. Something that's very important.
I'm not sleeping with you. After all the shit you
I
said
don't
with me.
want you. That is gross. That is disgusting. I'm 123 and I'm perfectly fine by myself, thank you very much.
You sure look like you're 123 and perfectly fine by yourself.
I'm a young man for my age. Anyway, listen. We have the capability of taking out 2 domains in about, I would say, a good 5 or 6 weeks. I need your help in doing so.
How so?
Well, you weren't here for this, but I was talking to Angela and Grigori about making something like a holy crop duster. I'm not too sure if you're used to planes. I know you said from your place you had basically sand gliders
Oh,
to
yes.
traverse your area.
We had stuff that basically
But-
traversed sand as if it was water. But, excuse me, actually, swallowed my own spit. Oh, God.
Come on, don't die.
Almost for a second. But essentially, yes, I am familiar with aircraft technology, though not as advanced, and I didn't really pay attention too much to it. I do know of it, but yes,
Well,
your question?
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I messed with planes before during the war I fought in, but here's the thing. We need a ton of silver for the holy water and the whole entire thing to basically happen, which we probably won't have enough to do the job. However, there are certain wells of water that are able to be created. For instance, tidal wave, whirlpool, rhythm of the waves, etc. But the problem with those is that they don't do radiant damage or the water dissipates. So
Oh,
you
I
are
see.
very... You getting where I'm going?
You need me to basically convert some spells to not only do radiance, but also have a wider range of effects.
So imagine a tidal wave, but out of holy water and made of permanent water to cover a whole area.
Right. See, that's actually doable for me, because it's actually easy to change the properties and such. Though there will be a requirement.
Is it the domain upgrade?
No, it's not that. And you guys have already discussed it with stuff here and there, and I already know Angela is planning on getting the plant domain. And Avian basically goes to me since...
I thought you wanted C.
C domain, sorry.
Yeah.
And C goes to me, well... I believe Helios gets essentially the Prowler domain. Basically got things worked out. And gods,
Because the-
no, I'm not trying to go for 2.
Because I was thinking if we manage to take out C, get you the domain upgrade, make that wave bigger, stronger, we could just wash out all of the plant domain and make it far easier.
Well, that is actually a very smart plan, and I will give you credit for that. Though, I will say, going for the C domain, especially after going through what you guys have been through, I've already noticed upgrades, essentially, to it.
I know, I'm going to visit the book later, figure that whole mess.
Oh, no, actually, there is something I can show you. Liliana! Yes. Remember how you said you wanted to get more involved with this? You can show him the, thing you were going to do. You sure that's fine? Of course. But first, let me get out of your way. She says as she moves out of the way to kind of present Liliana as if she was her apprentice, and Liliana looking a little nervous as she looks over to you. So,
Also, you do care for her after 3 months.
of course I cared. It's just I'm basically incapable of a fighter. I make spells,
See?
can't sling them. Because if it was that easy, then I swear to goodness, it would have been easy just to make a gateway just to escape. And cast
Which
it.
I have us working on, and I might leave my journal with Liliana just in case, I die out here.
Which is fair. But, Liliana? Oh, right. I should explain this, but even though I'm not a spellmancer like Matilda, I have worked with transmutation magic before. Though my specialty is illusion magic, I do understand the concepts of transmutation. So I made this over here. She gestures for you to follow over here.
I'll follow.
As she shows you an interesting magical device. It almost looks like an eye, but an eye with several irises inside. Made of pure crystal, even. So what this object will do is essentially assist you when it comes to identifying properties of items. I wanted to give you a token of my appreciation since you guys essentially saved me from the avians, essentially, when I was trapped up there. And Matilda told me that one thing that you guys have issue with is identifying materials, seeing their properties and what they do. So this eye is to help you out.
Thank you. Generally, it's appreciated. Thank you.
I wish I can do more, but unfortunately that's as much as I can do at the moment. I'm actually almost done with my transmutation table next, but that's still gonna take at least a week in work.
You all are doing just enough. It's fine, kid.
She says as you see Matilda kind of going over. So just a preference, from how she's explaining it. You know how I basically look at items and basically can tell you if it's spell component possible or like if it's material possible for like weapons? That will basically shorten everything for you.
Okay.
So yeah, this is called the Eye of a Thousand Witnesses. What this will do is determine the property of any creature that you have killed and their materials. However, only one user can hold it. And once a user holds it, they have advantage on either their investigation or survival check whenever it comes to getting materials from a creature.
Okay. With the 6 eyes I have 2 now, would that also work with this too, or?
It
I already have.
It basically is a add-on essentially. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it then.
So note that for yourself, okay?
Yeah, I got it. Is it also like a once a day thing too, or just?
Oh no,
I
it's
can use this
continuous.
next-
It's just you have only one person.
Okay, yeah, all right, that's fine then.
So if you have someone who has really good survival or investigation, or someone who's struggling a bit and might need assistance with it, that would
Mhm.
help, essentially.
All right. That's the only thing I had to go talk to you about, Matilda. Probably gonna have another conversation later once we get to about avian domain. That's gonna go work out. But once Grigori gets back from his expedition, I'm gonna have to go talk to Angela later.
Oh, right. Gregori's expedition. I forgot he's very excited when it comes to materials. Though, I will say, it's probably a good idea that you did take care of that domain first, despite everyone else waiting as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those creatures didn't have technology for the longest time. In fact, what they did was what Prowler Domain did, which was combine with other animals. Though instead they would combine with other insects. And,
I mean,
well, it didn't work.
Mm-hmm. I mean, considering that it had the scorpion attached to its back, it was absolutely going to get smarter enough to probably make itself more mechanized than anything else. Also, considering what that thing in Prowler can do, it's probably going to be an add-on on the more issues later.
Speaking of, I'm curious if you don't mind answering an inquiry of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Which domain are you planning to take on last? Because I know you're going for mine second, but which is the last one on your to-do list?
Avian is last from what everyone says. However, I don't think it's a good idea to leave it last.
Because it's the only one that can cast spells properly.
Yes, and last time we had a conversation about this, I think when I was reading up on everything about it, it was like 7th level spells it can cast now. Now it has upgrades, and every single one that we kill later will give it another boost. But with the Dispel Magic thing I have planned, I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. But I don't trust it that well.
Well, I will tell you this. I have seen a few, not all, but a lot of the domains for the last ones. I can share some information. Just only 2 of the domains I know personally, Avian and Sea Domain. Because those haven't changed much while I was here.
Okay. Is the cult the same then? Or were they just around here around the 3-month mark too?
Oh, they
Because
were
there is...
they were only here around the 3-month mark, essentially.
Okay.
So, let's see, where were we? So yes, Avian Domain. So I do remember basically seeing essentially a giant phoenix-like bird, but made of aurora. Almost if it was made from the aurora borealis.
Yeah, Cosmic Eagle.
Yeah. The thing is, I saw it being able to cast spells far beyond its capabilities. Not spells that it shouldn't know, but spells higher in strength than it should be possible. Almost as if it broke its limit on what most mages can do.
Mhm.
Essentially, if we were to break it down in, let's say, a class way, if every high-leveled mage is able to cast it, let's say, 9th level spell, this one looked like it was able to cast it at a forbidden 10th. Almost like if it broke a limiter, if you will.
Do you think that was more of the cult or the bird getting another form of evolution?
That was 100% the bird gaining another form of evolution. I had never seen any type of animal being able to do something like that. Or person. Or any mage.
Would you say if it's put underneath a high amount of stress, it triggers, or when you had seen it, did it seem stressed, or was it challenged by a second?
It looked like it was being challenged, essentially. I will say that. It didn't look like it was under any stress because the team that went up there, they died after killing it because lack of healing properties. But a lot of people were able to escape because of it. But the other one, I believe which one I said was the sea domain. No. It was a plant domain.
Hmm.
So plant domain was very terrifying when I saw it. It was actually my first time being here. Because everyone thought, oh, we can just chop it down with axes, some fire, radiance. All should be fine. It was not. It was not fine. I saw a big tree in the distance wiggling. Turns out that wasn't a tree. That was an entire flesh golem made from undead corpses. And just to clarify, from here you can probably not see it, but if you go outside, the distance to that and the giant flesh creature, while it is visible and small, it is about a week and a half's travel to get to it. So think about how big it is.
Hmm.
It was fairly huge. I swear. It was like if it was touching the sky at most. And then just went past that.
I'm not gonna say I'm not shaken by some of the things at the plant domain, but I've seen other horrors, and I've also seen ways to kill these things quickly, which is why I was talking to you about the whole plan of changing out the water. Because when we went out one day, Alket managed to sneak up on one of the creatures and pour water in one of the sprouts of its soil for the Venus flytrap and killed it instantly.
I'm guessing
So-
because that essentially went through its veins.
Yes, which is why I was hoping for a permanent water feature if you can do that, changing it into radiant. That way, it just poisons the ground in its entirety. No
That is
flesh hold.
That is definitely
Yeah, go
more
ahead.
likely. Especially if I can upgrade this table. I could potentially not only do it bigger, but even more damaging than it should be.
Yes. Which is why sea domain going first, then plants.
The last domain you need
But-
to take into high consideration, of course.
Mhm. But for sea, I'm going to have to wait to check out how that's going to go in 3 days. But hopefully, my plan of if Grigori can get the right resources, upgrade the truck and get a harpoon and fire it into that thing. If I can get certain traits that I hope later on with Lady Ouroboros, and if Angela can make potions for the alchemy supplies for the creature's vials, mine the water and drag the creature through the minefield and drag it onto land if it still has that weakness and kill it there.
Well, whatever you're deciding, make sure you essentially think hard about your decisions. At the end, you guys are some of the few brave ones who can fight. Sadly. In some cases, because not many people are fighters here.
Do you also know, last question, about the people that was stuck in the plant domain? I know Braun left him with the telecommunication device.
The people
Said
that
they're
were
still up. Yeah.
they're basically hidden within a stone bunker underground. That's where the last time I remember. I remember they were basically doing all that they can to prevent any form of plant life to enter.
And they refuse to come here? Or they just could?
I would imagine they can't because if they try to get out, there's the first wave of plants.
Mhm.
I mean, after all, if your only method to not get hit by any form of necrotic zombie-like plants is to basically encase yourself in stone, yeah, I think for good reason it's going to be harder to get out.
Mhm. There's not a Medusa's garden situation down there.
Oh yeah, as I hydrate.
Alright. Well, it was good talking to you.
Of course. Now, if you excuse me, as Matilda just grabs her pillow back from Angela and
Liliana.
Liliana and just starts floating back to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if she tends to sleep more often than it looks.
It's perfectly fine. She does what she does. I do what I do.
As Liliana sees Matilda floating past her, as she basically just stays asleep.
Mhm.
Being her assistant's sometimes challenging, but good luck on your journey. You have my support.
I also give her my journal too, and I just say, well, thank you, and just in case my journey ends a little bit shorter than I expect, I'm entrusting this to you.
Got it. And I'm
And
assuming...
I just leave.
Yeah, I assume you just leave from there.
Yep.
As... Now we're actually going to cut to Acela while this was all going on.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Now, here's the thing, Acela. You just kind of sit near, essentially, the tents where you guys first came in. As, you essentially needed some time to yourself, essentially. Just kind of sitting there, kind of reminiscing about things. When you see a small smoke nearby. As you see essentially what looks to be a woman in a cloak as she's essentially smoking what looks to be a cigarette. Sorry, is this bothering you?
No, it's fine.
She then goes to her small holder as she pops one up and is like, need one?
I'm good. I haven't been one for smoking.
She shrugs as she puts it away. So, are you new here like I am?
It depends on how you're gonna look at it. New as in recently now? No. Over the... How long has it been at this point?
Roughly a month and a half.
Over the last almost 2 months? Yes.
Oh, so you definitely have some experience here then. I just came here only about 2 hours ago.
Ah. I'm guessing you heard about the monarchs then and everything?
God explained it. Apparently some group even took down this insect domain, so at least I don't have something less to worry about.
Yeah, that was us.
I see. She takes another puff before she kind of blows it away from you so she doesn't get the smoke in your face. I'm guessing you're here as well because you also tried? Because it seems like that's a theme among a lot of people here.
Honestly, I don't even remember.
Must be nice in
I
some
only
way.
just now got some memories back about anything, and it wasn't really anything much. Just one face.
It must be nice in some way. Not having to remember why you're here. But it might be bad if you just remember it all at once. She says as she takes another puff. Though, I will admit, whatever you're probably going through is your own hell. And I won't try to compare with mine. Though I will say, it is pretty bad, essentially, as well. Especially if everyone else is going for something like this. So, you not remembering probably doesn't help.
Doesn't help that it seems that the memories of the group is tied to killing the monarchs. So every time we kill one, it's a new memory, it looks like.
The only way to escape is to live through your hells. Weirdly poetic. I remember my lady would say something like that. She has he takes another puff. Gods only know what she probably would say if she knew of what I attempted.
Nothing good, probably.
Lord knows nothing good. Sad part was, it wasn't even my choice. One minute you're basically following orders like a drone puppet. Next thing you know, your life is gone within a moment's flash. Not even to your own control. But if I'm gonna be here, I might as well try. See where it takes me. Despite all the misery.
Yeah. Just gotta go with it.
You know, this was a nice chat. What's your name?
Acela.
She puts out her cigarette, and next thing you know, she actually moves her hood, and you get a good look at her now, as she looks like someone who looks rather pristine, an Azamar lady. As she goes over to you with her hand, as she's, "My name is Anya. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Pleasure is mine.
I'm surprised I haven't triggered someone's PTSD yet.
I fucking knew it! Over here! I said that in the chat! I was hoping it in!
Trauma. Yes, Rosie, trauma.
Oh, that's hilarious. Very good.
But for
Sir
anyone who wants to see it, NPC, you can see her image.
Animate her being blown up too. Huh?
So for those who don't know, in Sands of Gaia, since no one is from that campaign except for Zephyro for a little bit, Anya is the assistant to one of the ladies in my campaign, who's basically the female lord, who was having a rivalry with her brother. This girl was basically her assistant, and she is an Azamar. She also had control of one of the most powerful weapons in-game. And one of my players basically took control of her, made her slam her weapon as it was frozen in ice into a fucking golem, and because it all released the shockwave at once, she got caught in an epicenter explosion.
Peak cinema.
Huh. Oh. Alright.
There was a
Set her
small
free.
chunk of memes about her for the longest time.
I
Because
wonder
she...
what happens if she sees Matilda. Oh wait, she died before Matilda.
Oh, yeah.
And campaign. But she probably know or heard of Matilda before she.
Remember, Matilda's an underground name. An underground person.
Oh.
Unless you have
Yeah.
unless your specifics with her are able to find out
Mhm.
any... You do not know she exists, essentially.
Oh, Anya better stay away from Natalia if she gets PTSD of seeing a cat tabaxi.
No, she just needs to stay away from any vampire. That was the
Nicest
true
one.
threat.
Exactly, Vita.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah. She's essentially here while, after she gets up and, like, dusts herself off, she looks to Acela. Let me know if you essentially need any assistance. I'm more than capable of a fighter. Plus, I kind of need to get used to this... whatever the hell's going on here.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
She nods as she starts walking away and just sort of looks around the camp for a little bit. As
She
you
also
are...
thinks.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
As Acela is left alone to his thoughts again. Just hop, 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 which is just all playing in Acela's head.
And I walk right behind Acela.
Ba-ba-ba.
You would think, since we're at a point of a nexus from when I was talking to Matilda, that they gods of whatever celestial domain that she's possibly from would just notice that she's here.
It's a fucked up place. What can you expect?
But there's probably a bunch of Asmir or Infernal people that are probably stuck here
Besides-
too in the nexus.
If you're focusing on being celestial, I don't think they're really gonna take someone back who would end up here.
Oh, even gods make mistakes.
That's never written now, is it?
There's many gods that are basically bastard gods too. Get talked about a lot, especially the kids. Have you ever heard of a man named Zeus?
Nope, but he sounds like he turns into animals and fucks things.
He does that a lot.
The two smartest people in the world are talking about Zeus. Fucking as a
Yes.
goose. God damn it.
We could talk about
Alright,
Poseidon since we're about to
it's-
see them.
Oh god.
We can talk about a dolphin.
No.
Or a spell
You could
casting null.
Wait, they talk about Zeus fucking as a goose, birds of a feather.
Yes. I'm gonna guess the 3 days pass.
What do you mean?
To talk to the book.
No, it's been 3 days since you last used a book. So
Okay.
it's
Or-
still
Damn,
the same.
masochist.
Yeah, the fucking.
I need to talk to this dang book.
Yeah, but other people also want to RP too. Don't forget about that.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just waiting for everybody.
Well, here's the.
No book for you.
That's why I asked.
So here's something interesting. As the I would say like at least an hour passes by while you guys are basically resting up, and 2 of you are plastered while the other ones are eating. As you guys are resting up, you guys just see Gregory essentially fully dressed up in what's the best way to describe it? Almost like if he was dressed up for a exploration, essentially. As you see him kitted to the nines with like essentially hammers, shovels, fucking pickaxes, the works. And he just looks over to all of you. It's like, I am so happy that you decided to let me basically go and essentially grab materials from the insect domain. Very much so. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That they said that you didn't need assistance. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I know that they said that you don't need assistance, but are you sure you're gonna be good alone?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. I'm not too much of a pushover. Though I am going to be waiting a little bit, so I'm just gonna take my time there. Though I will say, because you did reward me, meet me back at my lovely little smithery in about a week. You'll see the upgrades by then.
Well,
Alright.
Now, if you excuse me, as he then pulls out the equivalent of a big ass fucking hammer as he gets walking, as you just hear him say, "My shop is closed for a week. No one interfere, no one touch. I will be back."
you didn't leave that grilled cheese on the little thing that he said before too.
As he grabs
Place
his
it
grilled
in
cheese
smoke
before he
then.
leaves.
I knew them. Okay.
Listen, he ain't leaving that grilled cheese. That damn thing is too good. He finally got goat cheese for once.
But it got goat cheese. Okay.
Don't mess with a man and his goat cheese. That shit is like crack.
Cheese.
Cheese.
So, how drunk is Brock at this point?
Brock,
Or like,
I would need a con save. Same thing with Lawrence.
Let's go con save.
First rolls.
I'm gonna roll. Hopefully, I'm drunk AF.
They hit a net 20. Are they sober?
well,
Ooh!
Damn.
They need more.
We need more.
Oh yeah, these two are not fucking drunk at all. These guys are just looking over, hoping the effect will kick in, but no.
Night. Question.
One more barrel.
Question. Night. Could I magically influence Brock to re-roll that?
No. We're not
No.
doing
I was
this.
about to say that is not physically mechanical.
And that's why I asked before I
I-
do anything.
I will
Can I cast
suplex
inflict
you.
wounds on Coquette if she does that?
You will need to
Can-
notice, and I can cast it silently. So
Can I
good luck.
cast not? Can I cast?
I'll cast nah.
Coquette.
Hey,
I'll cast
hey,
nah.
Reaction.
hey, Lawrence, you want to do something first?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah, you first. You first.
First thing I do is I look around and I scream out, I need more beer! And I need some pasta!
I got both coming. As you see, he'll basically drop another keg of beer essentially, and he also drops off some pasta carbonara. But he basically uses instead of bacon, he uses ham.
Why?
Thank you so much.
Pasta?
Honestly, I'm
Leave me
surprised.
alone.
Honestly, surprised I was able to make it. I got taught by this one yuan tea lady. In fact, I actually see her right over there.
Yeah.
As you guys kind of turn over and you see this interesting looking snake lady, essentially. As she
Snake.
yes, snake. Oh god, I forgot she's using Matilda. She just passed out for a second. As I'll grab her from...
Introducing Rift Walkers.
We actually don't have a snake lady from you, Rift Walkers. Weirdly enough. As she looks over to the rest of your group and waves, and then she notices Coquette.
And Coquette notices her.
Before she kind of like has her irises sharpen and starts walking over to you guys. As she goes over and greets herself. My. It is a pleasure to meet you all. I was hearing Helios call me over from such a distance. I didn't know it was just to basically meet a bunch of strong and brave-looking adventurers like yourselves. Especially with a fellow Yuan T blood over here.
Well, it's definitely a sight to see another one like me. Coquette's just like trying to hold the dagger that he has, just trying to like tuck it away. Didn't think I'll see someone like me in a while.
Oh, especially here, sweetie. You have no idea how hard it is to basically see other Yuan Ts like yourselves. Though, for me, you do look familiar. In particular... that's the scary thing. You're trying to remember, but there's a blocked off chunk of your memory. Remember how you told me to basically work with what you gave me? This is the part.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's like looking over to you, hoping that you'll recognize her. And when you look over and you're drawing a blank, she's like, "Oh, come on, you can't really forget about me, are you, sweetie?" Oh my goodness, you forgot about me.
Coquette is just tilting her head. It's like,
oh my goodness, you definitely forgot about me. Oh no.
should I remember you?
We were one of the few Yuan Ts from where we... Your name is Coquette. And you seriously don't remember me?
When we got here, some of memories slip away. So, I don't think I do know you.
She's like looking over to you, and as she looks over to the rest of the group, she realizes you aren't lying because everyone kind of gives that same sentiment as it was there. It's like, oh wow. In your case, it's probably a good thing you don't remember. Oh goodness. God, I wish I had your memory block, honestly.
In my case?
Oh, sweetie, if you don't remember, me telling you would not exactly do any benefit. But where are my manners? If you don't remember and you haven't introduced me to your friends, I might as well introduce myself, since you can't remember a darn thing. As she clears her throat, aka clear my throat. Excuse me. Bad choking there. Ooh, knocked a little wind out of me.
Don't die.
Hmm?
Don't die.
If you
Don't die.
I swear to God, I'll kill you myself.
Oh my god.
Then I'll resurrect your ghost.
Night.
Man.
Don't die. Don't die. You know
I'm alive.
I'm
no
30 minutes away.
worries.
I'm only 30 minutes. I'm only a 30-minute sprint away.
I know, and that scares
Because
me.
like P.
It's
So-
more the fact that you will sprint for 30 minutes, but anyways.
My name is Reva. It's a pleasure to meet you all, and you again. As she says, as she pets your head, like if she's done this a million times. Essentially, I'm one of the. Where are my manners, though? I should probably explain. I know Coquette because me and her are from the same world. Since I found out about this being a dimension that connects to several worlds, and when you try to go, whoop, and you're here.
Ah. So you're the lady who knows how to make this carbonara?
Oh no, I taught Helios how to make pasta. He just took my suggestion for the ham instead of bacon.
Huh.
Honestly, it wasn't too hard to make. I wish we did have goose eggs, though, but still. It gives it a richer flavor. But you keep eating your pasta, sweetie. I'm talking real quick. As she, like, pinches your cheeks as if to tell you just to sit there and eat.
Is she saying that to me or to?
No, to Lawrence.
Your boy doesn't know whether to attack or to blush.
Yeah, that's the worst
If you
part.
attack, you're
Both.
if you attack, you definitely get a bolt to the head.
Both.
Essentially, where I'm from is I actually grew up as a. Well, the nicest way to put it is a dancer, if you will. I was known as a belly dancer, if you will. Would dance for the amazement of others, and to the joy for certain people in particular. Before I had to slap their hand away.
I'm enjoying this right now.
Keep eating, sweetie. She says as she's like pinched your cheek a little harder to the point where. But of course, I would see Coquette from time to time, though I always thought she was just a patron here. Though I would see her with different people, so I didn't exactly get too much info. I did have a chat with her once or twice, try to get her life story and everything, gossip. But then again, who wouldn't nowadays, especially with how the world is? But, unfortunately, she was pretty down about a lot of things. I couldn't get too much info out of it, but I did remember you not exactly having that bright smile that you have on now. Which is so sad, because I see it on you, and you look so beautiful, darling. Like, look at this! She says that she's, like, pointing out Coquette's face as she's, like, kind of giving the normalest face you guys are seeing. But to Reva, she's, like, in awe.
Question: would she notice the more? Because I ate the egg that makes me more snake-like, quote unquote. Would
Yeah,
she notice that too?
Yeah, she notices. She even brings it up. And for goodness sake, it looks like parts of your yuan tea are more exposed than before. Which, by the way, you're killing the look, girl. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Thank you.
But seriously, none of you are appreciating this.
Appreciating what?
They have very bad taste for
Asshole.
women. Don't worry.
Oh,
What?
I mean,
I got bad
One
taste.
of,
Honestly, a terrible
one of
guess.
them,
I got
one
better
of them
taste than
even,
you.
one of them even made the library one mad. Can you believe that?
wait, who made the library one, man? She's like now pushing people out of the way and sitting next to Cockhead. She's
That-
like, oh,
That
spell
would
it.
be
Which
me.
one?
Oh, I can tell you everything about it, but I, uh, see, the last few days have been rough.
Oh, I.
As much as I love Gossberg, yeah, I need a minute.
Of course, girly, of course. Especially if it's hard for you to remember certain things. Just know that am not gonna lie to you and say that I wish I was there for you if I saw you ending up down here like this. Oh, God. I could have done a lot if you ended up basically just... If me and you ended up talking more. Well, now I feel bad. She says as she's, like, tearing up a bit.
Question, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I heard this before. Did she came down here? Did she came to here the same way we all did? But she got
Yes.
the memories. She's a bis. Okay,
Remember, everyone's down here because
I
of the same thing.
I know. That's why I was gonna lead to my next question. So how exactly did you got here?
Same as everyone else.
And
Attempts.
you know that's not what I'm asking about.
Oh, you're asking how, like what I specifically did to essentially get down here.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. Do I want to share this? As you see, like, Helios essentially, like, putting down a thing of, like, deviled eggs as... And, Beerford's like, oh my goodness, thank you. Gods, this is why you're my favorite, Helios. I understand that. I'm like a... But I think, if you don't want to tell them... Oh, no, I'm just teasing her. Besides, I basically told everyone else who asked. Well, okay. As Helios just kind of goes back to serving people. Anyways, where was I? Right. I won't lie to you. Truthfully, how it happened for me was similar for a lot of other UNTs. Similarly, we all have to go through this one thing with our family, and well, one thing led to another, and I ended up basically performing for people. But one thing that basically broke me the most was essentially when the entire building got burnt down and I was basically thrown into the slammer for it. Which was sad because I saw a lot of people I knew died that day. Many people who basically I cared for and cherished greatly and who enjoyed my performances just under rubble and I couldn't save them. And I was accused of the one starting the fire. Not my best moments, but honestly I didn't see another way out since everyone was staring at me, calling me a filthy snake blood.
Coquette is actually shaking a little when she mentioned she was performing for people, and just the mental image of what happened comes back to her for a second, and then who did you had to kill, if anyone, when you perform?
It would be different people each time. Some days it would be people you've never met before, others would be previous patrons. It's not easy as a UNT, sweetie. Especially the first time. Especially the first time. As she starts chugging the beer and then eats some deviled eggs. I gotta keep marching forward myself. I know hell on earth is basic. I know hell's on whatever godforsaken planet this is. Or dimension, was it? Yeah, dimension. Isn't exactly going to spare me an ounce of mercy. So I'll do what I do best. Entertain while I can, try to keep people's minds off the dark things in their mind, and pray to God who's ever taking care of these big old monarch things are doing a fantastic job at it.
So, about that.
Are they all at the dining area?
Yes, you two are getting plastered while you're hearing gossip to the side.
Oh no! Well, that's the problem. Brock's not getting plastered. He's naive and tipsy. Everyone just hears screaming. This is too weak.
Oh god, I found another man who basically can handle his alcohol well.
Another?
Oh, trust me, you'll find a couple big dudes here and there who basically are just teeming with the ability to chug. Even if you work women. Oh, those ladies scare me.
Chug.
Probably sure it's probably Barton's mother.
So, sweetie,
Oh,
she's
okay.
like going over to Coquette as she's like kind of turning her head. So tell me. So which one? She's like pointing out to all the boys. This is basically the hardest I will go in becoming a gossip bitch.
I get it. It's like, so let's just say everyone was professional, and neither of them, anyone here, tried anything, and I be busy.
Sweetie, this is the saddest way to tell me you're single. Like, my goodness gracious.
Listen, with what I learned so far, I feel like any baggage that I have is way too much trouble for anyone in here.
Sweetie, we all have baggage, just each one has the same box, different heavy amounts inside. I'm pretty sure you can put the box down for a minute.
At this point, Estelle's probably just gonna make their way over to finally get food.
You see the bear and the fucking.
You see the bear and the fucking. Wait.
You see the bear and the fucking dumbass human just fucking drinking like no other.
Yeah, and then you have Kake talking with another snake-like person.
And then you just see the dumbass head basically grab a thing of alcohol before he gets thwacked by the other head. I just wanted to try.
Well, I mean, to be fair, everyone here, I'm still choosing. I'm not sure who.
Oh, of course. Take your time. I mean, after all, there's only so long you can basically handle before, curiosity kicks in, especially since there's approximately... She looks over to the board. It says 42, and then it actually increases to 45. 45 people here in total. So you definitely have options, sweetie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As she then sees the Estella pull up, sit down next to Coquette as he's getting food. Well, I'll leave you to it, sweetie. I'm assuming you have much to do, and I'm not going to basically talk your ear off to the point where it falls off. So, you go ahead and go back to discussing things with your big fancy group. And I will go ahead and make like a leaf and just walk away. As she gets up and she kind of like gives you another head pat before she's... It was nice meeting you all. Treat her nice now, will ya? Before like...
We'll keep you alive.
That's all I ask. As she walks away.
You're just gonna give her like a wave as she goes away.
So I met someone new.
I met someone from my past.
Well then, that's already sounding more fun.
Estella,
More
you
sad.
basically get fried cheese curds covered in gravy. You need a beer as well, or are you not joining those two? Points over to Brock and Lawrence.
I'm not drinking.
Fair enough.
Helios, what is there to join? We can't get drunk.
We need more.
Well,
I
I'm
better keep
No.
my brain cells, Jesus.
fair enough.
Helios, I appreciate the offer, but I can't drink good mead without feeling my face falling off of my head.
Well,
So
did
I'll
just-
go with plan B. As I just get up, I'm gonna go gamble my life savings.
Oh no, he's gonna go visit Martin.
I'll
Oh.
go with him to make sure he doesn't do anything
Yeah,
more
you
stupid than he
gotta
already
make
is.
sure.
So.
Brock just starts
Uh,
walking off. You
He's
goblin
already
son of a
running.
bitch! Get out of
Oh,
that trash
fuck.
can!
I'll go. I'll go with Brock.
Yeah, you'll probably.
Yeah, he's gonna need 2 people here now.
I have it. Don't worry.
Rossi.
You
Oh
sure?
no.
Because
Oh.
they are up, they're throwing. Oh, there goes someone.
I'm
He's
a,
gone.
I'm gonna go.
Polymorph, I'm fine.
I'm gonna go for a nice nature walk. I pull out my crossbow. A nice nature walk.
Lawrence, I'm gonna need
follow
another
Lawrence.
Constitution save.
Let's go.
This
He's gonna
one's gonna.
pass out drunk.
Yeah, I'm probably drunk.
You know, it might be a good thing you get drunk. Might be a good thing, unless you get a nat 20. You're somehow more sober.
Oh no, Lawrence is now getting the hit. He drank too much. The DC got higher because he drank more.
What was the DC?
19. The previous one was 14 because this is weak shit.
Ah.
But now there's so
now-
much. Now you're getting fucked up.
Can I cast Lesser Restoration on Lawrence?
I mean, do you want to see him basically walk into the forest?
Yeah, I'll be with him.
Alright. As Barack, I'm gonna cut to you real quick. As you guys are.
Trio, I don't know if you're there or not, but I'll allow you to join with me so we can do the plan.
I
Got Adam.
Yeah, but Brock's just gonna walk over to the dumpster and he is just gonna desperately start banging it down with full force.
Keep your fucking hands to yourself, I'm coming! As he, like, opens the thing, he's, like, dressed in, like, nightwear, because he was taking a nap. Like, he has the full nightgown, fucking nightcap on the top. He's like, what do you want from me now?
I'm here.
Did you see the sign?
I
Oh
just
no,
figured
it's
I'd
broken
in.
because you decided to smash it like if you were a gorilla.
I just look at the goblin. I need material goods.
Aye, unless you have the gold, I'm not giving you a damn thing.
Brock just looks at Trio.
Hmm?
Mind if I borrow 3 gold, 1 from each head?
Each of the heads kind of look at each other before looking back at him and go. He is gonna say, Metalhead. Unfortunately, we don't have any gold. We've already given up all our gold to this man here, and we haven't received any gold since, as far as we're aware.
You didn't see,
Dot. I'll take the chances. Knight, I'm gonna spend 397 gold.
Wait.
What?
The right head, Ala is gonna go. I think we have something here. Give me one. You see the right head like shove their head into their backpack, and just rustling, and just suddenly you hear a mouse trap. The other heads look a little concerned before the third head finally does bring out 3 gold coins. I apparently had a little bit of gold.
Brock just kind of smiles. It just, It just hugs the dragon.
Ugh.
I
Yep.
appreciate you, friend.
You have 3 very different reactions. He
Yeah,
kind of covers their nose. Ala looks utterly disgusted. Rio tilts their head, not sure how to respond.
yeah, but Knight 400 gold. I allowed to spin the roulette wheel.
Just roll your D100, god damn it.
Um,
What are you hoping for?
You know, just about anything really. I want to keep the table like broad open.
Alright, roll your D100. I swear to God.
Knight,
Yeah.
could I be cheeky and help influence his role with my ability?
Let's see. If Brock wants whatever he rolls, he can keep it or ask you to help him re-roll it. I will not tell you what the rarity of the item is.
Alright, fair. Yeah, can I get that help, Altrio?
You gotta know what the item is.
All 3 heads look before going. Are you sure? All.
Pretty sure.
Alright, but it's gonna hurt a little bit.
It's-
This is T saying that before Rio, you see their eyes start going like a roulette wheel and bite you on the shoulder.
The
Go ahead.
pain, the pain will never suffice. There is too much in his heart. Ooh, hey! That's 41.
Alright, so I will tell you this. 91, you were going to get a super rare item. 41, on the other hand. As you basically hear clinks and clanks going on down there, you basically see Barton pop his head out for a second. He's like, "Oi! Oi! Mr. Lopsided Bear! Weren't you talking with the half fairy over there?" Points to Vincent. About something about the being more influenced by animals and shit.
Nearly all sadness is now replaced with confusion and curiosity. Yes.
Oh, I see. So you're basically planning on turning into a full-grown amalgamation of a bunch of damn different animals. In that case, give me 1 second. He says as he pops his head back down. And he's like tinkering.
Huh.
Okay, I think I have something for you. As he then pops up, as he's like pulling something out. And what looks to be a pendant. Here you go, laddie. Tosses it to you.
Okay, Brock is gonna hold the pendant and kind of examine it.
As you're holding the pendant, you're noticing something interesting with it. You can't tell what animal it is. And what's more interesting is that it looks like it has multiple lumps to it.
What the hell did I get?
Well, I was basically going to save this for when you try to re-roll and work at the class. But you did get a legendary item.
Let's go!
Boy.
Known as the Pendant of Chimera's Anguish. Only specific towards your class when you get it.
Okay, insurance for the long haul.
What
Oh
is
no,
it?
this thing is useless until you get your subclass.
I kind of figured as much, but what does it do?
Oh, you won't find out until later, so keep that in mind. Like, have it written down, like, mark it on your calendar once the day arrives. Important. It is a legendary item for a reason.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, time to see Liliana. I got a centipede head with her name on it.
You feel a claw poking at your shoulder as you're going to walk away.
Silver. Yes.
Surely you don't think that was utterly free, do you? T, look, you see the millhead glare at Ala. Sorry about him. But
No. I just put my shoulder over all three of them. It's perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, I have a very rare item I can give you as payment.
Pulls out a bagel.
Fucking bagel. Hey yo, I'll take a bagel. I'll take a fucking bagel.
No, it's not a bagel. I'll trio. Actually, I'll trio. You now have Brock's regenerative cookie.
Ooh. Because Rio immediately takes a bite of it.
They heal 1 HP.
Did they call
Ala
Anyone
looks at
remember
how
this little
happy.
item? Anyone remember this?
No, not at all.
The one thing keeping Brock alive.
No, that's the thing. I never got to use it, but it is a regenerative cookie. I believe after 10 minutes, it comes back and it heals exactly 1 HP.
Oh, right.
Ala seeing how happy Rio is with chomping the cookie. Like, Rio straight up isn't even having it in the hands anymore. They are just continuously chomping on it. I guess that works, as long as he's happy.
that cookie cost me 5. So if anything, you owe me 2 now. Brock starts walking away.
Damn.
And hustler, I like that.
Man. Oh my god, I'm worried he's ended up going to walk into a building by the window, I swear to god.
Listen, Brock does weird things when he's going through emotions. He does weird things.
Aren't you his allies? Aren't you gonna do something to deal with this? I mean, no
Doesn't
offense,
know that.
but that is a fully grown big-ass bear. Only knows what's chaos he can do because people don't realize he's a fucking giant-ass Ursa Ring instead of a fucking normal-ass bear.
Sadly, we don't. It seems like all the 3 heads kind of glare at each other before finally nodding, and T finally speaks. We don't really know any of them really well, to be honest, so it makes it hard to really say anything. To be honest, we've been just going along with whatever's been going on with them. For some reason, we've been dragged in.
By the way, Cockette, while you finally pull up after Alatrio finishes speaking, you're trying to look for Brock as you then see him basically drunkenly head over to Matilda's tower.
Oh no, oh no.
Not even like more. Are you sure, Chuck? I got the 21 on the con save.
No, you're fine. It's just your body's like if that's the best way to put it.
Acting on its own.
Acting on its own.
Yeah, I just only imagine acting on its own, carrying a gigantic centipede head just like on his back, just like sloppily walking up.
I don't think I want another tragedy within the same week. It's just gonna go to him, like follow him for now, and just make sure he isn't doing anything stupid.
So Brock
Wait.
does something stupid.
Oh.
Oh my! Wait,
We
what do you
follow him.
fucking mean, bro?
So
Did you
Brock,
twist
as
the
you
fucking
go
arms
over,
over?
you try opening the door, but you end up pushing the door.
Oh god.
So here's the thing, the door needs to be turned with a knob. You're just not thinking for a second before you just push the door open and you just hear clanking as it opens the wrong way. As you don't even notice at first as Matilda is passed the fuck out as usual, as Liliana is just looking over, questioning what the fuck broke her door, and it's like, hello?
Blink, blink, blink.
Oh.
Looks at door. Looks at Liliana. Blink, blink, blink. Gives.
I'll go
Gives centipede
behind.
head.
I'll go behind Brock and try to appear behind him like, sorry, he had a little too many drinks.
Oh no, I can already tell he's not drunk. I think his brain just short-circuit somehow. Is he okay? As she kind of like looks over to his head.
So much questionable trauma in such a short time spent. My tribe is not equipped for that.
I like you.
Oh.
You're such a drama queen you are.
I don't think that's
Cock-
quite fair to say, Cocknat. My character finally comes in, although is momentarily paused by the wrecked door.
I'll
I'm
pay
not
for the
meant to
door.
feel feelings.
I'll pay for the door in due time. I just wish to give you some progress.
Oh right, this. So do you remember what stuff you promised to give her essentially?
So I already got the yes, centipede, metallic instinct. I already got that. I still need to get the other components because I need
Fish.
fast avian.
Which you do have, because remember the body did fell onto your cart and you did give that to her.
Oh, okay. I must have forgotten to cross it off the list here. I need a gallon of bear blood.
Which you're gonna have to like drain your own blood of. Or find another bear.
Magical sea creature and prehistoric prowler. Sorry, my brain IRL is actually shutting down. I couldn't pronounce prehistoric for a moment. But actually, quick question, DM. Where could I siphon my own blood safely without the book?
You can ask Lotus. He's literally a doctor. Same thing with Liliana. They both could probably help you. But I will say it will cost you 2 to 3 points of exhaustion depending on your con save.
You know, just in case, because I feel like if I go out of this room, I'm just gonna wreck more doors, and I don't want to I don't want it to be a point where someone's gonna have to be a door insurance salesman. So I just kind of just laid down and let the mage use Brock as a plushie. Yet I'll finally be plushie for once, people. And I'll just let Leona siphon my blood. Can I just let myself get exhausted?
Well, here's the thing. She kind of stares at you. Is like, "What are you doing?" I don't know what's going on here.
Everyone had a long day. I don't think he even knows.
My head keeps thinking of that foggy memory. And I like to fight. I like to spar. I even like to kill beasts. I just never thought I'd be afraid of fighting other living creatures at the moment. Joe's arm. Please siphon some blood, because I feel I need to repent.
Are you
I
in?
think that's how it works.
Hold on. She didn't cast the levitate on you, as she's like touching you, and then she's like picks you up as you're now floating. I think it's better to just have 2 professionals work on you, and not in front of my current boss's building. While he's questioning his life choices, I'm gonna go ahead and bring him to Lotus. If he's willing to do
Right.
Alright, is it okay if we come along just to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid?
it. That's fair.
I appreciate all of you.
I like how it's like the two most sober people right now witnessing a fucking midlife crisis in progress.
Remind me to never drink, ever, if it comes down to it.
Well, I'm scaring Rosie.
Aloe nods.
Don't worry. It's perfectly fine. It's just Brock's is going through some issues right now that he never had to go through.
Question. I feel like I need to ask this. Is Brock considered a humanoid or a monster in terms of like stats?
I bel-
Yesn't.
I think it's kind of like a in between thing. He's more of like a
Hybrid.
hybrid of sorts.
Well, I mean, I kind of need to know because if you're either or neither, then charm monster, charm person doesn't work on you. Period. So I need to know that.
I'll message you privately real quickly.
But yeah, Brock, you're basically carried over essentially. Which as you're casually floating, and then you're just brought over to Lotus, who's like casually looking through notes. Oh, Miss Liliana and Brock, it's a pleasure. And then you see her place on the table. Not table. You place Brock on the see him be placed on the bed, as she's. So he's going through a lot of emotions right now, and not only that, he basically needs a therapy session. Actually, he wants his blood siphoned.
You need a gallon of bear blood. I am a living damn bear.
I see. Well, we might need to basically make sure he goes under anesthetic in order to properly do less pain. But I also feel like that he also kind of needs to notice this, otherwise he'll constantly relapse in terms of mental suffering. Just took the word straight out of my mouth.
You see, Brock does not trust himself. He willingly just lies with weapons on the ground.
Yeah, she's like putting your weapons down. Most of them are so heavy, she's like struggling while you're floating.
Okay, now you're trying to scare me, buddy.
Well,
you-
he's being situated. Aloe wanted to speak up, going, "Hey, Squirt." He's talking to you, Cockhead.
Do you call me Squirrel?
Squirt.
Squirt.
Yes.
Fight.
She's only gonna turn her face towards you.
Yeah. You can be angry if you want, but I wanted to ask: were you also as affected by what you were shown back there?
If I was affected by what I saw in my very big memories, is that what you're asking?
Indeed. It seems like everyone's moping about and stressing about what they were shown. So I'm curious. So we're a little curious. When he says we, you see the other two heads. You see Rio hiding their face while T is like actively looking like they're about to rip off a head.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but you can see that it affects others, pointing out to Brock, in a very impactful way. So, make with that as you wish.
Would you like to talk about it? Because to be quite frank, the way he's coping, I would rather not see anyone else be doing. as he looks up to party. I'm sorry,
Thanks, Rosie,
the
for the
gift
hydrate.
night. I think the gift night shared fits it perfectly.
Yeah.
Because admittedly, we don't know crap about really any of y'all, and as such, it's hard to invest a lot of care as such. But considering we're all in the same boat, we want to at least make the effort to learn a little bit if you're willing to share.
Well, I only have. I don't have the full picture of what happened. And I'm a little afraid to know, but.
Will it make you feel? Oh, sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Reva just confirm the worst fear that I could have.
I see. Well, to be honest, all the memory did for us was confirm what we kind of figured was the end of our life. We don't know why we did it, but and anytime we try to think of it or anyone related to it, it's. T finally speaks up. T speaks up, saying, I guess sharing would be a good idea. Camaraderie. To be honest, all I really saw was a coin, a gun, and a sound. And that's pretty much told us all we needed to know, to be honest. We ended our life via a gamble. And it seems we lost it. In the most final way. But we don't know why. And every time we try to think of it, it's crossed out. And we've come to terms with that. We figured we died to some kind of gamble. Be the way to go. Just didn't think it'd be by our own gamble, if I assume. With our favorite gun, too. Oh, sorry. Got a little too mixed up in our memory. But yes, that's what happened.
No. I mean, I saw my sister. I saw us in some sort of arena, let's call it. And I don't think anyone will be happy to know why sisters will be trying to kill each other. Yes.
Okay, my heads aren't. I'm not trying to be comedic here, but all three heads kind of look at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Before looking back to you and all saying in unison, "You never." Do siblings not usually try to kill each other?
You kind of hear Lotus and Liliana say, no.
Oh.
As they're like starting to drain blood from Brock.
Apologies, my character genuinely wasn't trying to be comedic. We apologize. We probably seem quite insensitive. Our kind, we try to. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
I mean, there isn't really much else to say.
No, that's fair. Look,
Reva said
T.
that
Oh, sorry.
it's fine. Reva said that she performed it for people before, and I fear that we share a similar fate, but I'm not sure which one of the two. I don't know which sister managed to win over the other.
Hmm. The three heads look at each other, and Alan goes, "Well, admittedly, we don't know what to say aside from, at the very least, you're still alive in the moment." Pat, pat. And if you ever need help with figuring things out, or just need someone to annoy or bother, well, yeah. After all, Mr. Plushy over there doesn't seem to be in the greatest mind space either.
Um, well, consider it for now, but again, I don't think anyone wants to talk about the possible death, and well, I mean, all the people in here probably do, but we're different, right?
Rio actually speaks up, going, "I don't think so."
Well, it's easy for you to say.
Well,
I'm
we all
the
died, whether it be by our own hands or some other tragic circumstance. But we're all here together. And we're technically still alive in the moment, which means maybe we can make something better of it.
but we're not alive. We're trying to
We're not dead either.
claim life.
Ooh, would that make us wraiths or specters? I would love to be a poltergeist.
I don't know, maybe.
We're sorry for him.
That's fine.
But he does speak some truth. I mean, you're not a ghost or a zombie or anything, so there's a chance to move forward. But then again, we're probably not the best example of this, since we would probably gamble our life for a cheap thrill.
It's hard to live on when you don't even know what you're moving on from. Maybe some consider that a blessing, not knowing. But some of us need to know. Even if it had become a curse later on.
And that's our goal that pushes you forward. Yeah, Hawk is so sappy. Hey kid, you like cards? You want to learn some cards to cheat adults out of money?
Who are you saying that to?
You.
You call me a kid? Oh, is it a
Alan
nice
tilts their
way
head.
saying-
You just call. Damn.
I hope you're not telling a lady that she looks like a kid, first of all.
I think he.
Just looks over. And here I thought I was going to feel like shit for the day.
No,
No, there's still time for that.
yeah, no talking, Brock. We're doing your blood work. Just rest now, buddy.
Mm.
You kind of get the equivalent of chin scratches and like scratches behind the ear while you're getting your blood work, so you don't focus about the fact you're getting drained of blood.
He leads into the hand a little bit, just kind of enjoying it.
Worst part is you can't tell if it's Lotus or Liliana. They're both like moving so fast that each scritch is followed by, okay, making sure he's not dying.
This man has suffered way worse. They're gonna soon realize that. It's kind of just laying there. I'll go ahead and cross that off the list.
Well,
In
would
any
you like to
case,
learn
at
card
least-
tricks while we wait for him to... Would it be emptied? Drain? Switching containers?
I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind learning something in the meantime.
Yeah.
Rather than...
They bring out their deck and hand it to you too, and start trying to give you pointers on how to fake cards and such. Con man, it's rad. Thumbs up.
I need to say, I need to see something about sending. Because I don't know what the components for it is. Remember some monitoring. What is. What am I to just say? I know I have it here, sorry.
So, but you guys, while you guys are dealing with that, let's deal with Acela and hold on, I accidentally did that. There we go. Acela and Zephyra, who are currently dealing with Lawrence as they're kind of like dragging him to a bed.
I wanna go to the forest.
No, you're not going to the forest.
I wanna
No,
go to the
like,
forest.
No.
Let me go to the forest.
Do you want me to end your high by casting Lesser Restoration, or do you want to enjoy it? And
Cast Restoration.
Lester.
I cast Lesser Restoration on him then. Unless I can a little slow.
As
Clean
you
myself up?
Yeah, Lawrence, as soon as you feel it, you just sort of sharpen up real quick. Which is funny, because you three end up hearing something interesting at the gate. You hear what sounds like roars of an animal.
I run to the gate.
Great. Yeah, I'm starting to fly there.
I'll fly as well then.
Oh,
burn a
miss.
third load.
Oh, two
Start
people
wings.
flying. Fucking, I'll just go by foot.
Maybe you should get some wings.
Shut up! I'm
I fly
just a
faster
human.
than Acela though, because I move at 60 feet.
Well, yeah, but I'm not the one wasting a spell slot on it.
To be honest,
Damn.
it's 10 minutes, so I don't care.
Where's the red bull when you need it, man?
Fuck it. Decide to get sober.
Can I pick
Oh.
up Lawrence?
Can I pick up Lawrence?
Helicopter. He can
You
be
are
the gun.
not. You are not picking me up. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try using the helicopter method.
You want to piggyback?
No,
Do you want to pick?
I'm just gonna walk there. I'm just gonna walk
Alright.
there. I'm a speed walk there. How about that?
Mhm. Okay. You gonna sprint?
No, I'm just gonna speed walk.
Okay. What's going on at the gate?
Well, the thing is, you see a bunch of people gathered up to the gate, as you also see something else interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You see what looks to be a cart. But a cart that looks like it's full of dead beasts.
Is this another hunter group?
It's yes and no. It's technically another hunter group. that's there, but it's made of 2 people, as you see them next to a bunch of next to 2 tiger raptors that look heavily injured. Heavily injured and basically covered in cuts and bruises, as they're basically just got rope around them. Almost as if they were the ones tugging this giant cart. And in the front, you see 2 people. As I will get their images up first before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let's get those 2 out, and then we're gonna go ahead and discuss the 2 NPCs you see. The first NPC you notice is an armor-clad guy, looking menacing and covered in blood from head to toe. This is what his image looks like. And next to him, you see a more light-wearing light-armored individual who looks more like a roguish gallery.
Mm-hmm.
And as you see him, you see essentially a bunch of people gathered up as the armored gentleman speaks. Hey, back at last. God almighty, could have seen the size the catcher we had today. Gather one and all. Your local beast monster hunter is here to offer trade goods of beast kind, as needed for all of you. As they're kind of like roaming around, so it's like, oh, is that guy? Yeah, the one that basically is choosing to refuse to come back here. As you see a few people chit-chat amongst themselves. It seems there's some faces I don't recognize. Ugh, figured since some of you may have died in the process. The name is Grius, legendary hunter of the legendary beast hunter, monster hunter, and creature tamer, as you can see here. As the 2 tiger raptors are kind of bounded by a chain as they're trying to like act out, and then you see Grius kind of pull out his hands as you see sparks come at it before they whimper down for a second. Only one way to control these beasts is by fear nowadays. Otherwise, they'd be basically just used for food and resources. You got to step up your game, people.
I'm guessing these are the ones that Darius left and talked about too.
Yeah, these are the ones.
yeah.
This is the small. If you wish to basically discuss about purchasing stuff, purchasing animals, go ahead and discuss it with my partner over here. Hero. As he waves over to you all. As he's like standing next to a cart.
I fly down.
Oh, look at you. You guys definitely look like you could use some animal beans. You are all...
I'll also be landing next to him.
I am exhaustedly fucking just I'm just exhausted. I look exhausted and tired as I'm falling down. As I'm falling down with dirt on me.
I told you I could have picked you up. What are you doing?
As soon as Lawrence falls, you see Hero casually pick him up, despite his scrawny exterior, as he just like dusts him off.
Thanks. Oh yeah.
He nods as you guys just continue doing your thing, and he goes back to his cart.
So, you notice anything change in the Prowler domain?
Well, if you want to know, I saw a lot more of these animalistic beasts basically started adapting as they come. Basically, if you could imagine. Alright, LJL. At least thanks for letting us know.
Alright,
Hope
goodbye.
Have a good one.
Oh, jeez. Take care.
Yeah, good one. As I gotta fix stuff real quick. There. Basically, not much changed. Just now there's a music bot. Anyways. As Guria speaks up. Oh, if you want to know, laddies. Simply put, those bastards are slowly regaining no different types of animal parts. Some of them more prehistoric, others stronger animals that didn't even fucking become realistic until recently. In fact, I started seeing some mix with some amphibians of all creatures. Aquatic life, if you will. I saw a bear shark, for goodness sake. A bear shark.
You noticed many of them in close to here? Or are they just stalking all around the Pala domain?
Oh, they're cowards. They stick to their domains like every other animal. Nothing. Oof. Fine. Nothing too gas. Just like every other damn beast here.
Because I have a friend who is in the need of a prehistoric creature and an aquatic creature.
Oh, if you'll need those, Oh, sorry, wrong accent. Oh, if you need those, I have them plenty right here. As he points to the animal pile. If you want something, talk to Hero. He'll probably hook you up with something.
And how are your trades?
Simple put. God, I gotta stop switching to that one. Oh, simply put, you want to basically get the good shit. You gotta pay up with either items, favors, or even money. Yes, we can accept money if you are willing to give it. Just to basically get a little taste of the creature's resources.
Okay. I guess I'll go to Hero then, so I can probably find Brock's creature.
As you go over to Hero, he kind of looks at you, trying to figure out what you guys want.
Brock will appreciate this.
No, you're good. I'm looking for a prehistoric creature or aquatic. If you have a mix of some sort, since they evolved, I'm willing to trade.
He looks at you three, as he's judging your guys by your look, and he shrugs before he kind of goes up to the cart and starts pulling out a few animals. The first one he pulls out for prehistoric is, well, simply put, a raptor. That's one that he has casually. That him and Grius have. The second one he pulls out is what looks to be a T-Rex. But he doesn't have the whole T-Rex. He just has a head.
Okay.
And he does have something else that's prehistoric, which looks to be that of one of those Spinosaurus tails. As for aquatic, he actually has an interesting aquatic magical one. He actually has a Kelpie. Which is a magical aquatic based one. But he has even a bigger one.
Okay.
As
How
he
much?
then
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
As he then pulls out a Lumio Angler. He pulls out the tail, though, because you can tell that they don't have full body parts of every creature, just certain chunks of them.
Alright, how much for the Kelpie?
He kind of looks it over. And you see Hero kind of look over to you. He then pulls out like a whiteboard and starts writing. As he puts down 70 gold. And then you also see he has two other things. He has a hunting favor at the bottom instead, or you can give him essentially an exotic weapon.
Would you take a hunting rifle and a pistol, and I'll give you 5 gold as well.
Persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Yeah, that
Persuasion. Persuasion.
is my goddamn persuasion. That is plus
Persuasion.
4. Can I get guidance on this?
Yes, since you tell me ahead of time.
Thank you. Plus, do just 1d4 at the back.
Oh,
20.
I don't think you needed the guidance.
Oh no, the guidance made it a dirty 20.
Yeah.
He looks over, and he wants to see the weapons first.
Okay. I pull out my rifle from the war, and I also pull out my pistol from there as well. They're about like from Zephyr's world. They're about like between like World War One, World War II era type look to them.
He'll agree to the deal.
Okay. Let me go right off 5 gold.
As he basically then drops the Kelpie corpse onto the ground for you.
Hmm.
And he's like looking to you all if you need anything else.
A prehistoric creature that you have. Are you willing to trade as well?
He has a raptor, he has a T-Rex head, and he has a Spinosaurus tail.
I feel like the Spinosaurus is probably gonna go give Brock a armor increase.
Remember, it doesn't matter what the animal is, it has to be based on its typing. You know, prehistoric in this case.
Okay. Oh, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Okay, how much for the raptor?
He looks over to you, he's like doing a quick thing. And he writes down 15 gold, or at least a couple of daggers.
I can give you a quarterstaff and a crossbow.
He'll take it, no questions asked.
Alright, deal.
As he then hands you the raptor. Okay, he drops it to the ground as well. And
Okay.
interestingly enough, as he's finishing dropping this off, you then see him basically look over to your group and he points out Lawrence. As he writes down in common, "You a hunter too?"
I write down. What's the sitch?
Yeah, he rubs the ink off of it, thanks to it being a magical item, and writes it back to you. Only certain hunters basically can gain access to certain weapons. I can tell by you that you've gone in contact with the Collector. Is that true? He gives you a little either yes or no bubble to check off.
I check off yes, give it back to him.
He looks over, nods, scratches it off, and then he basically writes something back down. There's a select amount of hunters that get from the Collector, but if you have access to it, he always wants us to treat each other special. So, here's a reward for you. And think of it as a favor for me next time. As he then hands you something interesting. He hands you something known as the Smither's Blueprint.
Smither's Blueprint.
Mm-hmm. It says, when given to a blacksmith or any form of weaponsmith, note that this will basically... Zephyra, you should know, they aren't hides. They're full-on monsters.
Oh, the full bodies? Okay.
Yeah, they're like the whole body.
They're the whole corpse, essentially.
You have been given a full raptor.
Cherish it for the rest of your life, then eat it.
No, it's gonna be absorbed into me. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be burnt out anyway. I'm just gonna go drag these back.
Alright.
So I can be there for Brock's surgery.
But yeah, so yeah.
Guess I'll help where I can.
If this is given to a craftsman or a blacksmith, they will have access to a specific kind of weaponry to build for you.
Or black.
He
Black.
he erases his Born says, "Don't tell Grius I showed you. He has a lot of beef with this community. Only reason I'm with him is because he's shown that he can handle taming animals, quote unquote."
Alright, Don. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. I got you next time. Alright.
You then hear Grius, "Oi, lad, what's the hold up? There's other people who want to buy corpses as well." He erases quickly and says, writes it down. Good luck to you guys if this is all you need.
Thank you. Take good care of that rifle. It kept me alive until I died and came back, I guess.
He nods as he gives you a thumbs up.
And I'm just gonna go drag these over to, I don't... Oh, I might just drag these over to Lucas's place for Brock surgery since I don't know that they're all there. I know that's where the surgery is gonna take place.
So while this is all going on, you guys are seeing Zephyra basically drag these over. You then see Braum starting to come from the distance. As he's like pushing past the crowd slightly, as he's like making his way over. And you're just hearing, not yelling, but like very aggressive talk essentially from him. As he essentially appears in front of Grius. "So now, it's bad enough that you basically left to basically play with your fantasy of being a master beastman. But now you have to come to my camp and basically try to make it easy for some people. Oi, you know how business is. People basically want what they want. Some people are too scared to basically venture out into the wilderness. I mean, there's insects, there's all sorts of ravenous birds and animals. I'm just doing them a favor. Nothing too crazy, you know? Right. I bet your insect problem is slowly having some issue when it comes to resources. Thankfully, I've had a group basically take care of the insect domain. Which means for a while, you can't collect metal parts. Oh, such a tragedy. I'm going to miss a few ladybugs and some little bit of spiders. Not exactly my problem to care for, or a single fuck to give. Just watch yourself, Grius. If you do anything to harm this community, I swear I'll have you buried with your heads open for raptors to eat it off. Oh, I'm sure. But you have to basically try your hardest if you want to basically even attempt to touch me. I bet it was even a struggle just for you to get up to me in the first place. After all, while metal covers my body, at least I can use it properly. Just do your business and leave. I don't want to see you here again. Oh, trust me, we'll get very acquainted with each other. Oh, you can guarantee it. As Braum starts to like shuffle his way out, a little pissed off. Alright people, you heard the big man. Since you guys can't have any fun, I'll just basically sell what I can and then leave. I know when I'm not wanted.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, he's just mad that basically I'm giving resources to the good people of this place. Nothing too wrong with that, no? After all,
As
I'm
long as-
one of the few hunters who can basically go out there and casually kill some of these beasts. Isn't that right, hero? As you hear him give a thumbs up.
As long as it gets me out of this place faster, so I can kill a certain someone, I don't care.
See, it's all about business by the end of the day. So don't you worry. I could give a less of a fuck.
That we can agree on.
Well, I'm basically high and dry on animal parts. As you see Helios casually bringing in a horde.
Hmm.
Now then, I will go ahead and leave you all to your business. After all, we have a haul to bring over. So you make yourselves a pleasant day. Hero, get on! He nods as he starts waving to you all by as he hops on top of a cart. As you see the tiger raptors not wanting to go originally, and then they get zapped by essentially a shocking grasp by his hands before they start moving.
Mhm. Is there anything I see on them that I can use locate object on, just in case we have to find them again?
The one thing that you do notice that was very evident is the weapons on them.
Mm-hmm.
These were weapons that are pretty exotic. With Grius basically having what's the equivalent of a sword that is flame-tongued. But
Mm-hmm.
Hiro is the opposite. Instead of having a weapon that's casually in flames, he has weird contraptionized weapons.
Okay.
In particular, there was this one weapon that stood out to you, which looked to be like a normal greatsword, but it had a metal string on it and arrows attached to it.
Okay.
Competition.
Maybe. But I'm just continuing on pushing these corpses.
Okay.
As I just throw them inside of the office space. Lucas's place as I also look at my other little office that's on the side. As this a nurse that was over. Do I see Brock and the others?
Not yet. All you know is they're like sort of essentially somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Last you remember, they were by Barton and Matilda's area. So you start
Okay.
there.
Mm-hmm. Do I see the broken down door and everything else?
Oh, yes, you do. You essentially see this door fucking destroyed, but you're seeing Matilda repair it as she's upside down.
Okay. Did you see Brock and the others as I cast mending on this door too?
Oh, those two? Those two are over there. They're getting blood siphoned from Brock.
Alright. I just walk in that direction then. Dragging these corpses.
Corpses shall be gone soon enough, I would hope. God damn, is this thing fucking heavy.
I'll help you out.
Exactly.
I'll help you out with this one.
Actually, do you want me to roll those con saves for exhaustion?
Well, you said you're willing to take them. How about this? If you want, we can end session here, and we can say that during, I'll say a 3-day lapse, you guys basically were able to perform the surgery properly on you. So by the time we get back, you're raring to go for your character. But that's if everyone's willing to agree to a 3-day time skip.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah. I need to cut my wrist in the book. 3 days.
4 days. You need 4 days,
4
not
days,
3.
yeah.
I know, that's what I said. 3 day skip, that way I can get to the extra day. Get this over with.
All right then, Brock will have a rule saying if he dies, all his shit's going to the little cobalt.
Let me
Well,
fair.
of course.
Fine, I'll cast Bless. And do the surgery too. I'll be there.
Now, if anything, you're gonna fuck it up even more. I just want the druid and the woman that's gonna perform the surgery on me.
Okay, fine then.
So then I'm assuming you're all gonna agree to the 3-day time skip so Brock can be his proper class?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time
You're
for
s-
power up.
Let's go.
So first off, I would like to thank everyone here who watched the stream. A pleasure to have you all as usual. We are going to end stream here, so thank you all for watching. I'm going to end stream here, so you all have yourself a good one. Good night.
Good night.
Bye,
Good
people.
night.
Love you too, Rosie.
Goodbye.